secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Purdue! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The The Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops looking for a chance today.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Boilermakers are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gonna run it. It's Provo. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry up. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. A first down for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Makes the grab. It's Parker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little release to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The short hands, it's Parker. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The toss to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Boilermakers want to move quickly. From the gun, running back gets to give. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Boilermakers are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. On 3rd down, he'll He'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Boilermakers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, it's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this?
Lofts one high indeed. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Miles. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a connection. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. It's a draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Got a man. Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. He's got it. First down and more. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the inside kick. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
Man, it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness, but
there he goes. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Purdue! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Wants to go up top. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's up.
Breaks into the open. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun. Give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff. It's Bloomberg. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'll go with a direct snap. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. The lead is now back down to 9.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On 1st down from their own 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Plows through the defense.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the
turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for room, it's Bloomberg. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husky. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Give to the running back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lead on right here to make sure we win this one?
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
And sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down, and this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snap it to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That puts them on top here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. This crowd even louder now on second down as they try to hold on. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Pushes ahead. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the 4th quarter. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive just trying to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bloomberg. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most?